Brad Brownell.
Yeah, terrific win today. Thought our team showed great toughness and competitive spirit throughout. Boston College is a big, strong, physical team. They rebounded well. They get into you on defense and make it hard for you to execute your stuff. Again, another great team effort. We had a bunch of guys play well. Chase, again, with some big plays, just was fantastic. David Collins really played well. He's really battling and fighting and, doesn't really have quite the lift that he had earlier in the year, but he's hanging in there and made some tough plays and some free throws, and Al with big threes, and Nick got us off to a good start. Obviously proud of those freshman big guys. Ben had a great game today in terms of 8 points, 9 rebounds, and just fought competitively in there. Ian with some big free throws down the stretch. This was just a really good win. Nas made a bunch of plays, just hustle plays and drives and drop-offs and long rebounds. He'd run them down, and this is just a great win. Couldn't be more proud of this team. This incredible week for our guys. A lot of hard work paid off. Questions?
Brad, this is Davis Potter with Clemson Insider. Boston College shot right at 50% the first time you guys played. Today you hold them to 36%, and without a field goal for about 8 minutes during the second half. What did you change up defensively maybe this time around against them to be so effective?
Obviously played more zone. That was one thing. And then I just thought our ball screen coverage was better. And it's hard sometimes when in game one, we played as well as you can play for the first 12, 14 minutes of the game, and then didn't finish the half well. And sometimes it's hard once you lose your fight a little bit, or just the other team punches you back. You're not always ready to go. And we had a hard time in that game that day, getting our competitive fight up to the level that we needed. Today, I thought we had incredible fight from start to finish. Boston College is a tough, physical, competitive guys, good athletes, good size. I mean, you got to play extremely hard and physical to match them. And I thought our guys were really excited about it. And, I just think we matched their physicality and cleaned up a couple things, and just, we're able to finish a very hard fought win.
Brad, when you lose PJ and now playing your second straight game without him, just what was the message to the guys as you're trying to rally everyone and get them ready to go? And what do you feel like you guys have played so well these past 2 games?
We actually played very well against Louisville. It happened in right at the end of the first minute. And, we're at Louisville, and with whatever it is, 3 or 4 minutes to go, we're down 5 maybe. And we have 2 chances to make it a 1-possession game with 3 minutes to go. And we didn't make the shots. And we get into the locker room after the game, and I can just tell, that our guys were okay, not and I just made sure that they understood that wasn't okay, that we need to be good enough to win. And we were good enough to win. And we had a couple plays that if we make the right plays, we get 1 or 2 more stops, we make a shot or 2 and make a couple more good plays, that game's going to go to the last minute, and we can win. We can win without PJ and Hunter. And you've got to get your team to believe that. And I think that probably surprised our team. I think, me coming at them a little bit after we played a very competitive game, and a lot of guys played pretty well, but I wasn't happy, and kind of made them understand that expectation has to be that you can do more. It's not enough to be an ACC player. You have to be an ACC player who helps his team win, and there's a big difference in the two. And I kind of challenged our guys with that a little bit, and we've obviously had very productive week of practice, and we changed a couple things, went to a little more zone to try to help, because we really only have about 8 players right now. And the kids have responded terrific. Our kids have they've been doing it all year, though. Our kids have been fighting all year. They're trying. We haven't always played very well. We've missed a lot of shots at times, but our guys are giving great effort. We've been playing with a lot of guys that have been hurt, injured, not practicing, and, just hasn't gone our way. But our kids aren't giving in. They're still being coachable. They're coming to practice to work. And, you need some positive reinforcement. You need some wins to just keep your energy level up a little bit and to keep your positive spirit and your belief in yourself as a player. And so, obviously we got a huge shot in the arm with the win against Wake. And so I think our kids came here believing that we could win. And, we played well enough to do it today.
Chase is 17 for 21 from the field the last 2 games. Just how important has that been for you guys, and any reason in particular you feel like he's playing so well right now?
Has to, those guards have to for us to win. Our freshmen are good players. We think they're going to be fine, but they're not ready to, go score a bunch of points for us and lead this team in scoring. They have other things that they're asked to do. They're asked to defend and rebound, make some plays out of the high post, occasionally score one around the rim, defend their tails off, set good screens, and be great in their pick and roll coverage. And those kids are doing it. They're fighting and learning and growing. But if we're going to win the games, our guards are going to have to score. And, that even when PJ's healthy, we've got to have good balance in our game to win. And, I think our guards have really understood that, and they've played really well the last couple of weeks. A bunch of them are making more shots and playing with good confidence, and some of them just needed to see the ball go in a couple times. And so I think that's really helped them.
I guess just following up on Chase, earlier in the season, it was mostly just about consistency with him in practice and just getting his confidence up. I mean, do you feel like he's hit another level of confidence to be able to produce at this kind of level?
Yeah, I think there's some of just knowing that you can do it and do it on a regular basis. It's, first time could be luck. The second time might be, an accident. If you do something 3 times, I'm a believer that that's, you're starting to get it figured out. Anybody can make a play 1 time, maybe make it twice, but if you start making plays 3 times and playing well consistently, then you're pretty good. And, he's done that. And it starts with this play in practice, though. One of the big things for me with Chase as a young player, he came in as a scorer, and he would get frustrated because he wouldn't score very well. He'd miss shots. Then he'd get frustrated that he was missing shots. And I would always bring him in. And one time I said to him, I said, what gets you excited? Like, how do you, because, your spirit can be low sometimes. We got to keep his spirit up. And how do I get your spirit up? No, I need to make shots. And I said, Chase, you realize it's like the hardest thing to do in basketball. So if you're only going to have your spirit up when you make shots, man, that's hard to do. Your spirit's not going to be up. So your attitude's going to be down. You're not going to play as well as you can. I said, you're so gifted. You can do so many more things. I mean, I've watched him make tremendous passes. He has great vision. He's a good rebounder when he's using his athleticism, and he remembers to get after it every time. He can get over screens. He can chase guys off screens. He's a talented young man, but he's never had to do all those other things. He's always just kind of scored and relied on his athleticism. And I think what Chase has learned in the process is how much to be successful at this level, you have to pay attention to the details of the game. And if you start to embrace the small things of the game gets more fun, easier, because you're going to have more success on doing different things. And so now that's what's happened is he started really having a lot of assists, and then he, that started getting him excited. And then he'd ask to guard different guys, and he'd do a good job on that. And so now it's just he's becoming a well-rounded player, which is, a huge step, but he's a talented enough young man to be able to do that.
Brad, what made Ben so effective today? And have you seen him sort of take steps and improve during practice?
Absolutely. He, he's always a physical guy, and he rebounds in practice. He's always rebounding, and he's always going to battle. Like he's not going to shy away from contact with PJ in practice. Now, understanding what we're doing defensively and being excelling in our pick and roll coverages and excelling in post defense and excelling in help side defense and fire and and, you know, stopping the ball and all those things, you know, that takes time. And he's gradually gotten much better in all those areas. And then offensively, just, you know, understanding our package and what we need him to do and being relaxed enough to make plays. And that takes time as well. And it's just, there's a lot that goes into this. You know, PJ had some similar struggles. He's just a little more talented offensive player, but Ben's done a nice job, and he's probably a better defensive player right now than PJ was as a young guy. And, you know, that's been really good. And so we've seen Ben continue to improve. He's always been physical. He's always been able to rebound. He does a good job going to the offensive glass. He can hold his man off and defensive rebound. And so I think we thought he would be able to do those things when we recruited him. And as he gets better and more comfortable and confident, then his game will expand a little bit.
With PJ, do you know when he might be back? And with Hunter, is it still looking like Wednesday's possible?
I don't know with both guys. Like, it's just, you know, I think Hunter's going to, for the first time next week, start maybe some live practice. We'll see what that entails. You know, PJ hasn't done anything. He didn't do anything all week. He hasn't, you know, we'll see if he does something next week. You know, we're crossing our fingers, hopeful, but it's really day to day, just how does the foot feel and, you know, where's he at, you know, and so we're just going to have to play it by ear. Anybody else? Thanks, everybody.